Alright guys, welcome back to some more Farming Simulator 17. That is right. And today it is nighttime, and I wouldn't normally record at nighttime. However, something quite exciting happened. We finally got a great demand for wool. So we're gonna sell the wool. I already got the T-Series over here, ready to load the trailer. The bad news is we only have 3 pallets, but the good news is we have 3 pallets. So it is better than nothing. And, yeah, this is going to be a little bit awkward to load because there is the fresh pallet at the front here. So I'm going to have to do some pallet juggling to get all these out. But it should not be too difficult. I hope. This one's easy enough. Like so. And while I'm loading these guys, I'm going to talk about a few things. Firstly is, I know this isn't important, but I changed the paint of the pickup to slightly lighter grey. Just in case anyone notices and wonders why. Yeah, that's the thing that I did. What else did I do? I sold a trailer of trees. Logs. Former trees. Sold a trailer of former trees. But don't worry, it isn't from the forest at Field 10. They were from just north of Field 22, near the railway. The workers were having a bit of an issue with the trees that were there, so I just decided to get rid of them. That works, I guess. So yeah, that's where part of the money has come from, and the rest of the money came from yet more silage bales from Field 11. So, I will load this to the best of my ability, which isn't very good, but as long as they're on here, that's all that really matters. And then we'll head over to the spinnery. Alright, definitely not the best trailer loading job you've ever seen. It should be better than nothing. As long as they don't fly across the map, that's all that matters. Hopefully that one will continue to fill up, despite not being in like the first place. Hopefully the game recognizes it, and there aren't any issues there. And what I'd like to aim for today is the corn and the sunflowers. I will talk more about that in a bit. So let's head over this way. I believe the spinnery is this way. And just so you guys know, even though it's like $9,000 per 1,000 liters, each pallet actually contains 2,000 liters. So we should get like around $55,000 from this. Not entirely sure how much it will be, because the price might go down as we sell, and also it's not exactly 9,000, it's slightly more than 9,000. I believe it's the blinking icon that is the spinnery. There are 2, because we have another great demand somewhere else, which once again is lower. Or it was. Oh yeah, there it is. It's still lower than a price that's dropping. So yeah, that's fun. The last time I was playing, there was a price for like 800 somewhere. So yeah. At least with wool, there is only one sell point, so you can't really get a bad price because there's only one price. No competition. But yeah, there is a separate tab in finances for sold wool. There it is. 0 currently, so I'm able to see exactly how much we get for this. This is the trailer of wood that I sold. This is the silage bales that I sold. Fertilizer costs are ridiculous. And then another thing I want to do is I would like to show you guys the money we're getting from the milk. I think you can see here. This was the milk from yesterday. For some reason it counts it the next day. which is slightly weird, but yeah. We got this much money just from the milk, which really offset the running costs. It hasn't offset every cost, obviously, but yeah, I'm excited to see how much we get for like 20,000 milk. And I would really like to get more cows. Obviously, probably not today, because we've got money to spend elsewhere, other projects to work on. However, they seem to be a brilliant investment, because they're just sort of passive money over time, and free fertilizer. Which I don't know if we're going to be able to get into today. Slurry tanks. Yeah, like, these things hold way more than we have spare, like, lying around. I don't really want to get the small guys either, because, you know, we're trying to go for bigger equipment moving forward, so it seems a bit of a shame, bit of a waste. So, like I said, this is 2,000 liters on the fork, and we are looking at multiplying this by a lot. I think I'll keep an eye on this one, mostly. So let's just go ahead and sell these. Interestingly, it unloads like a grain would. In 15, they used to sell like cha-ching, like the logs do, in one go. So that's interesting. Yeah, we can grab this one. That was 18,000 for one pallet, which is what we calculated. That is what it should be. There we go. This is our first time selling the wool. Another 18,000. So yeah, I think it will be just under 55k. Oh, what am I doing? Things very badly, as always. Luckily, we have the power of physics on our side. There we go. That is all 3 pallets of wool. Looks like it was basically the same amount each time. And yes, my calculations were correct. $54,900. Perfect. And the price is still the same, but we're not going to sell the extra pallet because it's like... Well, this hasn't updated, we don't know currently. But it's like 150 or 200 liters or something like that of wool in that last pallet. So, not really worth selling. We will just wait, save up again, and hopefully get another great demand at some point. What's interesting though is, as far as methods of making money goes, the sheep seem kind of lackluster compared to like the cows, for example. Because I know we recently got a lot more sheep, but that's still been only 3 pallets since then. Which is what? 6,000 liters. Whereas the cows, the money we're getting from those, and value overall we're getting from those, just seems so much better. And the requirements aren't that much different either. So $15,000 from 20,000 liters, roughly, of milk. $5,000 running costs, $2,000 animal upkeep, that is expensive. And the property maintenance is basically 0. So that's like $7,000 from, let's see here. $7,000 combined from the vehicle running costs and the animal upkeep, offsetted by the sold milk by just over half, right? So, or just under half of the sold milk was lost on the daily running cost, which I think is fine. Like, our money will have gone up from that. And yeah, this, I don't know why I keep doing it like this, but this really doesn't work very well. Anyway, with that trailer anyway. But yeah, that is pretty good. I will speed up the game again. And I will probably just bring you guys back when it is daytime, because this is terrible watching for YouTube. Although we are ready to harvest. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it sped up, I think. I'll just get this going. Get this guy going. Let me just make sure the other fields are fertilized. No. Okay, I'll keep it on like 30. Put this on the worker. Get this going. And I'll see you guys in a little bit, probably. Alright guys, it is pretty much morning. I have had the harvester going on field 19. I only remembered halfway that I wanted to turn straw on. So we are missing a little bit of straw, but that should be fine. And I just basically want to get a couple of these done so we can start work on the corn planting. Alright guys, I am back. I have been doing quite a bit of work here, getting a couple of fields ready for our next project. I will be selling some of the bales, and the rest are going to be taken over to the cow farm so we have some straw bales spare for their bedding and for their feed. We are probably honestly going to fill up on wheat. Let's see. Yeah, there's a pretty damn good chance that we're going to fill up on wheat here. And if this price keeps going up, we might actually sell some, but I'm not sure. We don't really need to right now. But I guess if we have some spare after the harvest and the great demand is still going on, then I might. I'm just going to get the Valtra put on the course play for field 23. And then we are going to figure out what we're going to buy. Because I now can't remember what I've kept in the video and what I've taken out, so I'm just going to go over it real quick again. There are two different sowing machines that can plant corn, sunflowers, and sugar beet. Right? Well, there's more than two, but there's two that I'm considering buying. And one is basically double the price, but from my calculations, does not provide double the value. So that is what we're going to be testing out. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at, and I know I'm a proper nerd for this, but this is what I'm like. We're going to look at a spreadsheet I set up. So let me just change my OBS over to this, and here we go. So we've got the two different sowers. We've got the tempo and the maestro. We've got the working width here, the working speed in kilometers per hour, and then working speed in miles per minute, because that was much easier to work with, because we've got meters and kilometers per hour. Right, in fact, I should just add... God damn it. I should just add this, right, that's in meters. And then we've got area worked in meters squared per minute, which is basically this times this across both. You can see this one is just slightly higher in area worked. It's a 12.5% increase in area worked, right? And then we've got the cost of the two machines, which is 61k for the tempo and 121k for the maestro, which is an increase of 98.36%. So you spend almost double the money for a 12.5% increase in working capacity, right? Which to me really doesn't seem worth it. But we may go for it anyway, just because it's the biggest one you can get, right? Because the other option is to just buy two tempos, because we have tractors that can run two at once. But this might just be paying for convenience, right? We'll see. So back in the game, going over to sewing machines. Like I say, it's this versus this. One other reason I'm tempted by the maestro over the tempo is you see here how you've got the order, what I assume might be the order in which it does things. For the maestro, it's seed, then fertilizer, The tempo shows the fertilizer first. As you can see here, the Pronto has the seed first. What about this one that you start with? Also has the seed first. This has the seed first. They all show the seed being first, except for this one. I don't know if this is just like an error or a bug in the game, where it does exactly the same as all the others, or if it does actually fertilize first, in which case it wouldn't work with how I want to do the fertilizing going forward with slurry and manure and all that, right? So I'm tempted to just go right for the maestro, even though, like I say, this is so much better value than this, but I don't know. As far as cultivators go, we're probably going to go with the Lemken Gigant 10, which it says 10, but it's a 12 meter guy. We can't pull the all-rounder with the GCB, so it would be this one. Which, you know, that's fine. Or we would go with slurry tanks, this one, the Zunhammer guy, right, which is a basically 15 meter work width and carries 18,500 liters of slurry, but it can attach this, which is a 6.2 meter wide cultivator, but it also applies the slurry at the same time. So that would be the other option. And considering I want to get a slurry spreader anyway, it might be what we do, but I'm not entirely sure. Let me quickly check in the oh, what's going on? Why? Okay, he was just very slow. I don't know why he just stopped working for a moment there. Maybe because he was technically in a different field. I really have no idea. Anyway, he's working again now. Let's see here. There is, of course, also the manure spreaders, but that's really expensive when we can't load it very quickly. Oh yeah, I was checking animals. So we've got 17,000 liters of liquid manure right now. And that doesn't even fill that all the way up. Would fill this one. So yeah, slightly unsure how to go about this. That's what, 50 at 30, just under 80k for these two. Meanwhile, just under 80k for this. So one cultivator with twice the work width and no slurry spreader? Or slurry spreader as well? That's the question. Honestly, for now, I think we should save up on the slurry. Because otherwise we're just gonna run out of money again. I don't want to end the episode with no money left. I'm determined to not have that happen. Another 50k for this. This is the biggest corn header, right? I believe so. That's 12 meters, that's 12 meters, okay. We will for now just be using the corn header for both sunflowers and corn, because even though this is faster, we do not have the money to throw around. So, just to make some decisions, and get some decisions out of the way, we're gonna grab this, the Lemken Gigant. Alright, for now we're gonna save the slurry and do that another time. And then we're also gonna buy, I'm blind, this. I know, we're spending almost double the money for basically no extra working speed and width and all that, but it'll just... I don't know, I feel like it's the right choice for some reason. What is the running costs? Oh my goodness, the running cost is also massive. This is just the correct choice, but my brain tells me to go with this one. Feck it, it's a game. Buy the guy. Done. And then, yeah, we don't have enough money left over for the for the, I don't know which is New Holland colour. Any money left over for the slurry spreading stuff? I mean, to be honest, it doesn't matter, because we can just repaint it again for free. Yeah, you will go for this yellow and just buy that. There we go. So, JCB, we need you at the store. There we go. We'll come back here for that header. We want the cultivator first. I don't know why the T-Series is struggling to just go back to the farm. It appears to just be going in circles. Oh, courseplay. I don't understand why I'm having so many issues with courseplay at the moment. Because I've never had this many issues before. And it is driving me in... Oh my goodness. Bro... What is the point in using the damn thing if you just can't get it to work? Drive. Thank you. Anyway, such is life. Let us unfold the guy, or unfurl him. Yes. He's nearly got a full grain tank because our friggin' carting guy was stuck going in circles for half an hour. Anyway. No offset, thank you. And there we go. We are cultivating. I haven't cultivated since the very start of the game, because I simply haven't needed to. So, this is kind of a novelty, really. Actually, no, I've cultivated for field jobs many times, but I mean, like, with our own equipment, I haven't. You had better friggin' go unload the guy at this point, right? Because he's full. I don't care whether his pipe is in the crop or not. Do the thing! Is bro unloading the guy? Yes, good. I was gonna say, if we had more issues with that... Like, the issues I've been having range from tractors not being able to make corners, tractors parking in the field and blocking the harvester, getting stuck doing loops like the Veltra was. I really don't know. I really don't know. Anyway. How much power does this thing require? 180. So the Valtra could pull this. The small Valtra could pull this. That's interesting. Oh good lord, this thing takes so much fertilizer. What the hell? I don't know what the T-Series is doing. I really don't know. Maybe I don't want to know. Alright, you enjoy life. Okay, bro is waiting there for some reason? Why does this hold so much fertilizer? 11, almost $12,000 fertilizer costs. Right. Very cool. Love to see it. Anyways, we can unfurl this guy as well. And bob and weave about because I can't control the damn tractor. It is too fast. A fast track is too fast. GPS, automatic bingus. It's apparently 10 meters. That's a lie. Oh my goodness. Oh, I had it. There we go. We have got corn selected, which is correct. And off we go. Perfect. Finally making progress towards the last two grain types. And to be honest, I should I should put this on the end series, considering it can pull it. So, give me... Okay. This is what it was doing, even while there were trees there. Maybe I need to get rid of the stumps as well. That's really strange and annoying. I'll try getting rid of the stumps at some point soon. You can be there. You can be there. We'll get our wide tires. And it might look a little undersized for the planter, but, you know, we will use what we have. And by the way, guys, after we get corn and sunflowers, we could technically start on pigs as well. Because their root crop requirement is 5%, which is not a lot. We might be able to... Hello?! Do you mind? We might be able to get into pigs and have them be like almost full productivity. I did not think this through, did I? It's fine, we can just furl the guy and then unfurl him again in a moment. For anyone that doesn't know, furling and unfurling is in fact a Slipgator reference. As is the background music. Alright, what job do I want to do? I'll put you on a worker. Oh, I can't turn off GPS when it's on a worker. Okay, that's fine. And I'll do a bit of this, because we already did this field with the cultivator with the JCB on camera. Grab you. Oh, the turn radius is quite nice with this one, actually. Maybe the small tractor is a good thing, then. This does need to be back down to 9. No offset, new course. There we go. Not too bad. Like I said, the only, like, thing that I'm really bothered by right now, there's two things. One of them is the fact that the workers always miss a bit of that field. I'm still considering turning it all into grass. Just all of it. Not all of it, but that extra bit into grass. And also the fact that he seems to get stuck when coming back to the yard, but hasn't this time, thank goodness. But yeah, there's just those little annoyances here and there, you know? But this is awesome to see. This is what I love in this game. You've got one tractor doing the cultivating, you've got another one doing the carting, you're doing a job as well, in this case I'm doing the planting, and then we've also got the harvester going. That's 4 jobs at once. That's peak efficiency, peeps. That is what we like to see. That is what Farming Simulator is all about. Sadly, we've got cloud rolling in, so visibility is going to be reduced yet again during the daytime. But what can you do? The great thing is, we only really have to buy all this stuff once, unless we want to expand the rate at which we're doing stuff. And like get into much bigger fields. The equipment we're rolling with currently is really good. That's the reason I went for this one, even though it was twice the cost. It's something we then don't have to upgrade. Which is something I want to try and avoid going forward, is buying equipment and then trading it out in just an episode or two. It's really frustrating. So by getting this one, I'll never be tempted with an upgrade because there is none. So, yeah. I will get the GPS off. I'll put this on a worker as well. Very good. And this is almost done. I will actually finish this off myself because I would like the straw to not be like half in the grass. And there's a lot of it. There is a lot of straw. But I think now I'll be right back, and I'll get all of the baling done, sell most of the bales, get the spare bales over at the cow farm, and just basically get all, like, honestly, getting all of the corn done. I'll get all of the corn ready, like, ready to harvest is what I'm saying, right? And then we've achieved the goal of the episode, which is getting corn. I might put sunflowers in 12, 14, and 15 as well. In fact, yeah, I think that is what I'm gonna do. This is awesome. Like, I know I'm rambling a lot, but this is really awesome, having so much going on. This is the progress I wanted to make for ages. Turn GPS off again. I would like the straw off briefly while I clean up this little bit of mess that's over here. I really don't know why they're doing this. Is it the tree stumps? I mean, yeah, you can see them there, right? I will clean them up and plant this one more time and see if that fixes the problem. And if it doesn't, like I say, I might just make all of this grass, this particular bit here. And we can either mow it, like the other grass field, or we can put, like, placeables in it. Like, either greenhouses, or we could do solar panels, or we could do beehives, that kind of thing, right? Because that's something I would like to do, just get some passive income going. You... Stop, drive, and drive now, please. You're done. Good. Except you're not... Except you're not done! Because I forgot that regular workers don't like... The harvester worked, though. That's the most bizarre thing, is I forgot that this is why I started using courseplay for these fields, is because the workers didn't understand how to do anything. But it worked there with the harvester. Well, I'll just babysit this, I guess. Anyway, enough rambling from me. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, I am back, and this is actually almost a few weeks later than the previous clips you guys saw. I got really busy and really exhausted and simply wasn't able to finish the video on time, sadly. But it is what it is, and I'm back now. Videos are gonna probably be a bit less often going forward. As you probably already noticed, I certainly wasn't able to keep up with the every other day schedule that I was trialing. But you know, things happen. But today, or rather, at the end of this episode, it really does feel like I'm starting a new video even though I'm not. We're ready to harvest the corn, basically. As you can see over there, we have fields 19, 24, 23, and what we're calling 22, all fully fertilized and ready to harvest with corn. Fields 12, 14, and 15 are currently growing with sunflowers, as you can see. And this is kind of funny, but these other farmers' fields near our farm have perfectly aligned with the same crops. So it looks planned, but these three, 16, 18, and 26 was all random. But yeah. So we're going to start today, as I say, with harvesting the corn. We just unhitch that. And that'll basically be all I do in this section. As I say, it does feel very odd, because as I say, it's almost 2 weeks later. It feels like I'm recording a new video. So I'm talking like I'm recording a new video, but I'm not. I do know what we're going to do in the next one, though. I've got some plans, and it should be exciting to do. We obviously don't have a header trailer for this, and we shouldn't need it. It's kind of narrow enough to manage, because it folds up. But yeah, it's finally time to start harvesting the corn. It has been long enough that we have gone without, well, I say without any, we technically do have some. 4,400 litres. This is the corn that you start the game with, I believe, which I find quite amusing. But yeah, we're going to start off doing it manually, just because that's what I like to do. Hang on a moment. 12 meters. Okay, 12.2. That sounds about right then. I will trust that it is correct in its assumption that it is 12.2. And corn is very nice and easy because you don't need to make straw, you don't need to set the height of the header, and by the looks of it you get quite a lot. Yeah, that fills up really fast. Like I say, luckily because we've got like the biggest equipment in the game, it does not take long at all to harvest. And yeah, I'll do the sunflower harvesting off camera in between episodes. Also, as you can see, I have a lot more cash than I did in the last clip. I basically just bailed field 11 like 2 or 3 times. I can't remember exactly how many times it was, but it was a lot, and that's how we got that. And it fits the field perfectly, which is wonderful. That is over half a tank of corn already from our smallest field. But yeah, I think what I'll probably do is I'll just end this one here, because there really isn't anything that you guys need to see from this point on. I'm just doing harvesting and getting stuff ready for the next one. Like I say, I have plans. Hopefully it will be pretty good. Obviously I don't know exactly how it will turn out, but I'm excited for it. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the episode. We have finally got corn. There we go, there's the first corn unloading. In the next one, like I say, I'm not going to spoil it, but I have some big plans. And yeah, if you have enjoyed, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. Comment if you wish. Subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you all in the next one. There we go, look at that. Corn harvesting in action. So yeah, again, hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Talk to you all then.